Very good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the first chapter of your English literature, The Last Lesson by Alphonse Daudet. About the story, The Last Lesson is about young Franz who was afraid that his teacher, Mr. Hamel, was going to scold him, as he had not prepared his French lessons on participles, on which he was supposed to be questioned. Alphonse Daudet 1840 to 1897 was a French novelist and short story writer. The last lesson is set in the days of Franco-Persian War 1870 to 1871, in which France was defeated by Persia, led by Bismarck. Persia then consisted of what now are the nations of Germany, Poland, and parts of Austria. In this story, the French districts of Alsace and Lorraine have passed into Persian hands. Read the story to find out what effect this had on the life at school. I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread of scolding, especially because Mr. Hamill had said that he could question us on participles, and I did not know the first word about them. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day outdoors. It was so warm, so bright, the birds were chirping at the edge of woods. And in the open field, back of the sawmill, the Persian soldiers were drilling. It was all much more tempting than the rule of participles. But I had the strength to resist and hurried off to school. When I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. For the last 2 years, all our bad news had come from there. The lost battles, the draft, the orders of the commanding officer, and I thought to myself without stopping, what can be the matter now? Then, as I hurried by as fast as I could go, the blacksmith watcher who was there with his apprentice reading the bulletin called after me, "Don't go so fast, Bub. You will go to your school in plenty of time." I thought he was making fun of me and reached Mr. Hamill's little garden all out of breath. Usually, when school began, there was a great bustle which could be heard out in the street, the opening and closing of desks, lessons prepared in unison very loud, with our hands over our ears to understand better, and the teacher's great rule rapping on the table. But now it was all still. I had counted the commotion to get to my desk without being seen. But of course, that day everything had to be as quiet as Sunday morning. Through the window, I saw my classmates already in their places, and Mr. Hamill walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. I could open the door and go in before everybody. You can imagine how I blushed and how frightened I was. But nothing happened. Mr. Hamill saw me and said very kindly, "Go to your place quickly, little Franz. We were being without you."